They don't just control corporate cash flow. They control the entire global economy from the shadows, while millions of people remain blindly trapped in a never-ending 9-to-5 survival cycle, worrying about monthly bills. An invisible empire operates behind closed doors. We live with the absolute illusion of choice. Every morning, you wake up, look at your smartphone, buy coffee, and consume media, believing you are making independent decisions. But the reality is clinical. The truth is that the same institutional giants own both sides of every major competition on Earth. Whether you buy Coke or Pepsi, your money flows back into the same pockets. It is a psychological matrix hiding underneath thousands of brand names, crafted to give the masses a false sense of freedom. But the power of this empire goes deeper than ownership. Behind Wall Street, human intervention is becoming obsolete. Today, the global financial matrix is driven by a terrifyingly advanced artificial intelligence system that runs the modern world, created by the most powerful asset firm. This digital nervous system is called Aladdin. It is not just software. It is a hyper-intelligent entity. Every microsecond, Aladdin monitors and manages over $21 trillion in assets. It tracks thousands of stocks, government bonds, and economic shifts across the planet. Every major investment bank and sovereign government relies on Aladdin's algorithms to tell them what to buy, when to sell, and how to survive a collapse. The system is designed to keep you distracted, stressed, and financially asleep. They want the average citizen focused on social media noise and political theater, because as long as your attention is consumed, you will never see who is pulling the strings. Presidents are elected and governments fall. But these institutional shareholders remain untouched by democracy. They do not run for office and cannot be voted out. They are the architects of our reality. While people run on the capitalist wheel just to survive until the next paycheck, the shadow economy decides the future. Now that the black box is open, the question is not who owns the world, but how long will you allow yourself to be controlled? Once you see the matrix, you can never unsee it. Welcome to the black box. Your awakening starts today. It is time for you to know the real truth.
Now that you have looked behind the curtain and realized the game is rigged, the real work begins. Understanding the machine is only the first phase. Surviving and thriving while the machine operates around you is the second. Most people, once they see the truth, fall into a trap of despair or useless anger. They scream at the walls of the cage, unaware that the system is designed to feed on that very reaction. The architects of this matrix do not fear your anger. They fear your indifference to their influence. To reclaim your life, you must first master the art of total detachment. You must stop playing by their rules, which means abandoning the pursuit of approval from a system that views you as nothing more than a resource. The true rebellion is not a protest. It is a fundamental redesign of how you interact with reality. While they use complex algorithms to predict your behavior, your greatest weapon is unpredictability. Start by auditing the data you consume. Every piece of news, every social media feed, and every piece of content you view is a signal meant to keep you within a narrow range of emotional output. By cutting off these inputs, you begin to clear the static from your own mind. You must learn to think in first principles rather than repeating the manufacturer consensus. They want you stressed about the future, so you will sell your labor cheap. And they want you distracted by the past, so you will not notice the theft of your present. True wealth in this era is not just the currency in your bank account. It is the autonomy of your time and the clarity of your decision-making. As the global AI systems tighten their grip on the economy, the gap between those who are programmed by the machine and those who utilize the machine for their own ends will grow to an infinite distance. You do not need to fight the system head-on. You simply need to make yourself invisible to its primary influence. Cultivate skills that cannot be digitized. Build networks that rely on human trust rather than central oversight. And protect your most valuable asset, your focus. The machine is vast, but it is also rigid. It depends on predictable human behavior to sustain its power.
When you stop acting like a predictable data point
the system loses its ability to account for you. This is how you reclaim your power, not by destroying the matrix, but by outgrowing it until it no longer has any authority over your path. You are no longer just a spectator to the collapse of the old order. You are now the architect of your own. The path ahead is not marked by symbols of wealth, but by the quiet confidence of someone who is finally truly awake. The black box remains, but you are no longer inside it. Your journey to absolute freedom begins now. Stay focused, stay silent, and above all, stay vigilant.
Close and your eyes open. Every day, every action unnoticed, effort unseen, it stacks up to create something that will truly change.